Saturn in the second house. Yes, Saturn, one of the major malefics other than Mars. You put Saturn in the second house of values. You best believe there's going to be a lot of sorrow there, regardless of the sign in the lordship. But consider that Saturn has a sextile, opposite, and a square aspect on the 3rd, 7th, and 10th from itself. So you put Saturn in the house of values, you're going to be one of those members in the family that dealt with a lot of grief, pain and frustrations, a lot of work that has to be done. Wherever Saturn is, you got to get some work. So you probably grew up in a family to where it wasn't traditional. One of the parents is much older than the other. You probably got siblings to where you are spaced out, not really close in age, or you're probably raised by your grandparents, very unconventional. So you look at the sextile aspect of Saturn. This is where you have to work the hardest. Saturn wants you to put in efforts. So you're looking at your 4th house, the 4th house of the mother. Saturn is going to keep you at home at a long time for you to learn some values. So you're going to be under the tutelage of your parents for a mighty long time. You're going to grow up driving vehicles that are hoopties. You're not going to be in a brand new car because Saturn wants you to learn the hard things in life in order to build up some values in this family. You look at Saturn's opposite drishti to the 8th house. You're going to always being involved with other people's business. You're going to be dealing with some tax problems. Saturn wants you to understand everything about the 8th house to increase the value of your own. Dealing with other people's money. You're going to be spending a lot of times in hotels, motels, because your family's going to be broken off. You may have to move from time to time. You're not going to live in a traditional household. You may have to live in an apartment. You may have to live with some friends and family in order to build up the value system of the second house. That's what Saturn wants you to understand. And if you look at the square or the 10th aspect of Saturn, where's that looking from the second house? So you're going to look 3 signs going clockwise, which is you go to 1, you go to 12, is looking at the 11th house. So you put the 10th aspect of Saturn on the 11th house. Ultimately, it wants you to become like the elder sibling, because you grew up in a house where the elder siblings got out fast. Think of the movie Gilbert Grape. The big brother was already gone before the movie established because that family was so jacked up. So consider this in your own